receiving goods with serial numbers. In inventory management, we come across two categories of goods. One is bulk items, which are purchased and delivered by kgs, meters, etc. And then there is equipment, which is purchased and delivered as individual units. So, for those, we need to maintain serial numbers, and those serial numbers are tracked through the life of the equipment. In this video, we will see how Opterix manages serial numbers for goods from the point they are received in our inventory. We will look at a PO which has been created for equipment. We will receive goods against the PO, and then we will see how to enter serial numbers and generate a QR code of our own, and we can also print QR code stickers. Let's see this in action. Imagine I am the storekeeper at this company and I need to receive goods into Opterix based on a purchase order that we had issued earlier to a supplier. So when I log in into Opterix, I am taken directly to the store dashboard. It is possible that I had couple of different responsibilities. So it is possible that maybe I was taken to the purchase dashboard instead of the store directly. In that case, I need to first switch to the store dashboard. I have to go to this side panel, find the store and go to view dashboard. That's how I go to the store dashboard, and then now I need to find the purchase order against which this material needs to be entered. There are two options for me. One is the inventory management menu here, where I can see the supplier POs. If I click here, it will show me all the purchase orders that have been issued so far. And another option is this outstanding supplier POs. This is where all the purchase orders that have been issued so far but which have not been received completely, where the supplier has not completely delivered material, those are listed here. And those are organized by the project manager who issued the purchase orders. So I can click here, for example, and find a lot of these confirmed purchase orders which have not been received completely. So which means that the purchase order quantity is this and the received quantity is this, which is less than this, right? So each of these, you will see that the purchase order quantity is more than the received quantity. So they are all here. And now I need to make sure that the purchase order mentioned in the invoice that has come from the vendor is listed here. So look for the vendor and see the invoice which is in your hands or on your email, and you open it and see what purchase order has been mentioned on it. It should be this. And once you see that you have a matching purchase order, you can go to this menu option here called Receive Goods. So click there, and what that does is it opens this Receive Goods screen, which lists all the items that you have ordered from the supplier. So the items are listed here. You just have to enter how much quantity has been received. The rest of it is already filled. So the price that you agreed to as per the offer number mentioned in the supplier PO, that is already here. This is the rate that was quoted in the PO. Here we see the order quantity. How much is a total quantity that we had ordered from in this purchase order, and what is pending. So this pending quantity reduces as we go on receiving material. So now what we'll do is, supposing we received 3 units of each of these. So we write 3 and 3 here and save. Please note that this pending quantity is not going to be adjusted here because it is showing the quantity that was pending at the time you were receiving these goods. It is going to stay that way. Next time when we receive goods against the same PO, you will see that this pending quantity will be 2 and 2. So that is how it works. Now we have received 3 units of these, and because we are looking at receiving equipment where we will need to enter serial numbers. So if we go to this next button and see enter serial number, click there, and we see the stock items. We are presented with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines because we had received 3 and 3. So total 6 items. Each unit will have a unique serial number and we are supposed to enter that unique serial number here. We have entered the serial numbers here for each of these items and save. And when we do that, QR codes are generated for each of these items. These QR codes encode the serial number, the model, and the name of the company for which these machines have been delivered. So we can now, if we want, select all these machines and print QR codes. We go to that print QR code option here and we can see that these QR code sticker formats have been generated. Now these can be printed to a PDF and then you can send this to a printer which prints stickers. So as you can see, the model number, serial number and company name have been listed here along with the QR code. Now these QR codes stickers can be pasted on your equipment so that you can easily track them at your customer site while you are delivering, installing or later servicing this equipment. You can always see that these are your machines that you need to manage. So after doing this, we go back to receive goods and one final step to do is approve GRN. This is an important step. You need to approve this GRN only after you are satisfied that everything has been entered correctly. If you need to make any changes to these or to the serial numbers, etc., you have to do them now. And only after you are satisfied, you will hit approve. And as soon as you hit approve, this is frozen. Now you cannot make any changes. You cannot change this quantity. You will get error like this. Confirmed receipts cannot be modified. Right? So you cannot change anything now. If you want to change anything, you have to do it by first cancelling this GRN and then you can do that. So that is why it is important to hit that approve button only after the GRN has been completely and correctly entered. And now we go back and we can notice that this PO against which we just received, it has been updated. The received quantity has been updated to show that out of the 10, 6 units have been received, which is what we just did. Now, if you want to verify the inventory to make sure that the material that just came in has been actually updated in the inventory, we enter a few words of inventory here and go to inventory like that. And here we are presented with all the items in our stock with their quantities. To look for the specific item that we are interested in, we go here, search for the item, and we need to know the item code or description or something. To make it easy, I have just opened the purchase order against which we had received. And so I copy this text and paste that here. And that gives me this item that we had just received. And it tells me that this item is there. We had received 3 units. So the stock in is showing as 3. And stock out is 0 because we have not issued anything. We have not dispatched any of it. And the present stock is showing at 3. Right? So every time we receive goods, the stock in will grow. Every time we'll dispatch, the stock out will grow. And the present stock will always be the stock in minus stock out. So that is how it goes. And we can verify it like this. Supposing you now wish to go back to the receipt detail, the details of the goods that you had received against this PO, where do you find them? For that, go back to the store dashboard and under inventory management, see this goods received. Go there and you will see all these records of the goods that you have received. You can click and open here and you will see the items that were received in that particular instance. To go to this kind of reports, you can always type here, say received, and you will see payments received, goods received, and you can click and thereby go to this kind of reports. So this search option is quite useful for such purposes. To summarize, in this video we saw how to receive goods against a purchase order where serial numbers had to be entered. So we started with first identifying a purchase order for the given supplier for the purchase order that we had already given. Then we received goods against the purchase order, and then we entered serial numbers. So this whole process works pretty good for bulk receiving also. In that case, you just do not go to the step of entering the serial numbers. The rest of it is good. So after entering the serial numbers, we saw how the QR code was generated for each of the items, and then we could print the QR code stickers. Finally, we came back and verified the inventory, made sure that the items received were reflecting in the inventory, and we also saw how to review the goods received. And this is important because there is a cancel button in case you did not notice. In case you need to make any changes, in case some mistake happened, that is where you go back to the goods received and cancel that, and then you can enter again or you can make corrections at that time. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more videos soon. Thanks. Bye.